al-Baqi is actually to roll up the history of Islam from the Ahlul Bayt. That side is very strong. So this is very important to look who is buried there. So what the idea is to struggle to destroy the names. As long as the shrine of Imam al-Hussein is there, the name is there, the path is there, the way is there, the teachings is there. But when you destroy the shrines, this is to destroy the names. And this is the main idea behind it. So the first time that they destroyed, actually, they come by the help of the Britain. Britain, you know that at that time they used to, there was a rivalry between European countries over India. India was the source of all treasuries. Agriculture, industry, everything is in India. So at that time, at first the idea was that to be in trading with India. It's not colonial. Colonialism comes later. First it's the matter of just trading with India. So we see all these European countries are in sort of rivalry to go to India. They were in Europe, so to come to India, they had to come from the Mediterranean Sea down to the, what do you call it? From down, Good Hope Cape from South Minister, South Africa, to go to the east to India. Britain is the first country who discovers that through the Mediterranean Sea, if you go through Suez Channel to Persian Gulf, then to India, the journey will be 6 months shorter. And at that time, so because they used to go by the ships, it was a very huge discovery. So what was important for Britain was to protect this channel for themselves, not to let the others come. So to protect it, they had to buy the people who were living there. The people, if they are loyal to you, then it is guaranteed that this place is yours, nobody else has it. There was another problem, the problem was Iran. Iran is the biggest state. So the idea was that we have to weaken Iran. Iran should be weakened because it's a strong state. When we make it weak, then it's not a threat to us. Iran should be weakened, this channel should be protected. And you know, at that time, the peninsula is under the Ottoman Empire. And Ottomans, they had Ashraf al-Sadat, they called it Ashraf, Sharif Hussein and the others. So Ashraf were ruling over peninsula and Mecca and Medina on behalf of the Osman Caliph. So these rebels of Hijaz, these who are later known as Wahhabis, at that time they are pirates. Their business was to loot people. The caravans that used to go to Hajj, they used to attack and loot them. This was how they used to survive and live. So these British agents, they go and they find these tribes. So the idea, I said, is to protect the Persian Gulf for themselves and India at that time. Long time they have spent, these agents, British agents, they go and live with these tribes. They know their culture, they know their, what makes them happy, what makes them angry, all the psychology, they learn everything. What can make their friendship. So they are very well in this. British, contrary to Americans who are sort of totally, whatever they do is ignorant. British, they have this actually good point with them, good for them actually. They studied well first before doing something. But Americans, no, they did everything blindly. And now you see again, they do things blindly and it tears over them. But British, they used to study well. So they study these tribes well and they know them and they are, some of the agents, they convert apparently to Islam. They say they're Muslim to get close to the tribes, to lead them the way that they want, to rebel them against Ottomans. And the idea is that if they rebel against the Ottomans and take the Hijaz out of the hand of Ottomans, Ottoman Caliph who doesn't rule over Mecca, because Mecca is the center of Islam. You cannot be Khalifatul Muslimin while you cannot have control over Mecca and Medina. If you want to go to Hajj, you have to get visa. So you will lose your mashru'iyya, your legitimacy. The other point was that these tribes will be loyal to Britain, then they will not let other European countries to come there. So hand in hand, the British helped them and they overcome. So that's why I'm saying it's a kind of Zionist plan before all these things. We have to see it. In a sense that who was guiding these blind people what to do and what not to do is not just sayings of Ibn Taymiyyah, like just the sayings of Ibn Qayyim and these things. Of course, these are all these hadiths and fatwa that they have is there, but there was also politics behind that. The geopolitics which was there for the British. And today make sure if America asks Al Saud to build haram on the Baqi, tomorrow they will begin building it. Tomorrow they will begin building it. And you will see their mufti and ulama, they come to say that how much reward is there to build the shrines for the graves. Ulama uz-zur, this Jamia, you know, ulama al-Jamia, you see they are the ulama of the Sultan. Whatever the Sultan says, they used to say everything is haram, everything is bid'ah, celebration for the Prophet is bid'ah, is haram, and now they say Valentine is also something good, and they're giving rose to people on Valentine. These very ulama who used to say Jashn al-Milad al-Rasul is haram. So whatever the king tells them, they are at the service of the Sultan. And Sultan is at the service of the Britain. These are important points. So all these politics are behind what happens there, even though, I mean, it doesn't mean that everything is done from the British side, but these are the important points that you have to see, that the politics, that if you want to rule over Muslim Ummah, you have to take away their role models. And destroying the graves is one of the important strategies that they had in order to take away these role models from the Muslim land and Muslim Ummah. And